Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for being here so early. My name is Eternally Blue, and tonight we are going to be featuring a matchup from Div E East between FF and the Pancakes and Phoenix Rising Sapphire. PRS is actually home, so they should have created this lobby, but I think the Pancakes created a lobby. Anyway, welcome. They did. Oh, okay. Home team should be on left if possible, which would be PRS. Alright. Looking forward to a good matchup here tonight between the Pancakes and PRS. Just getting everything set up here. Just quick, going over all the little things. We take a look at the map bans tonight, and we have Sky Temple and Spiders being banned by the Pancakes. And we have Braxis and Dragonshire banned from Phoenix Rising Sapphire. First pick was picked by Phoenix Rising Sapphire, and we are going to go to Alterac Pass first. And that's where we stand. Or sit. Most of us are probably sitting. My hair is crazy today. It's everywhere. The madness. So if you're here and you're here early, you're probably not too unfamiliar with seeing PRS here. I cast them quite a bit. However, FF and the Pancakes is a team that I have not cast very many times. So looking forward to seeing a different team here. Should be a fun matchup. The Pancakes account levels overall are way higher than that of PRS, so they have a lot more experience playing a lot different characters. See if that comes into play here tonight. Bathroom break has been called, so we got about 1 minute, and hopefully we get the readies ready and get rock and rolling here. Just gonna say caster ready. Whenever. Let's do the thing. Let's see. Okie dokie. Got that set up there. Swell. Boomer needs hat. Boomer, the drafting captain for PRS, and Stampy going to be captaining for the Pancakes. Everybody's ready, about to hit the go button. And we are going to be starting the countdown here in 3, 2, 1. Let's draft some heroes in this Heroes of the Storm. Starting 3 minutes ahead of schedule, by the way. I'd just like to point out, So shout out to both these teams being prompt and getting their stuff in early, and I appreciate that. And the fans, I'm sure, will appreciate a prompt starting time. So, Alterac Pass. Not a lot of camps to take, and a map that you really need solid wave clear. You can give a lot of objectives. It's going to probably be quite a long game if each team drafts solid wave clear. A little bit of thought going into this first ban. Let's see if this is more of a targeted ban or just a meta ban. More of a meta ban, I would say. Stukov being taken out from the Pancakes. Phoenix Rising Sapphire, their first ban, is on the board, and they're going to take care of the Johanna. Second ban, taking out a global, the Brightwing going down, and we will see undoubtedly a Rhaegar ban. What's the thought process here? What's going on, friends? What you thinking about? They're giving them Rhaegar. Very interesting. They're more scared of a Maeve here instead of the Rhaegar, so obviously a lot of respect going out to their Maeve player.
I will fight to my last.
And therefore the Rhaegar gets taken. So first pick is on the board for the Pancakes. Rhaegar being taken by XYXGY. What a name. What a guy. And the first and second picks for Phoenix Rising Sapphire, we have the Tychus and Anduin combo. Tychus with undoubtedly an Odin here. Going to get massive value in the wave clear department. Good single target DPS. The grenade can be super oppressive. May being taken from FF and the Pancakes, as well as Phoenix. Boy, you want to talk about somebody that I don't like playing into? Phoenix. That guy scares the crap out of me. Phoenix is strong. He is scary. He's a Protoss, so immediately he's cheesy. Just how bad is PRS going to put on a masterclass? We'll find out. We're going to see. Some pretty interesting bans coming out of PRS. The Maeve and now the Nova on the second phase of bans for PRS. Phoenix is scary, man. I don't even know. I couldn't tell you one thing I would play into a Phoenix to stop him. A Phoenix gets onto me and starts auto-attacking, and I just kind of fall over. Mal'Ganis taken out on the side of the Pancakes. So the third and fourth picks for Phoenix Rising Sapphire. We will likely see the other DPS and maybe the tank taken. Yep, so you see the Sill. And then the Blaze taken from Atlantis. Atlantis being their offlaner, but Blaze could also be a main tank. So we will we'll see what they decide to do with that choice. But again, good wave clear from both teams. You're talking about top tier wave clear? Those guys. Zol and the Kel'Thuzad. A lot of CC, a lot of kind of run them down CC out of the Pancakes. Cleanse is going to be super important here. Maybe we'll see a double support out of PRS. Be kind of spicy. But we see the Anubarak taken, who's going to obviously be their tank. Lots of good spell shields. Can break the chains as well as he digs. So that's pretty neat. This should be a pretty good game. I think this is going to be a long game. I really do. So strap in. Game 1, Phoenix Rising Sapphire against FF and the Pancakes. Starting in 3, 2, now. Welcome everybody in the chat. Corvers, Crizzo, Miss Windupper, thank you guys for being here and supporting these awesome teams and this little channel. We take a look at the portrait synergy, as we always do here on Untitled Blue TV, and across the board, both teams on top of their games. Got the Carbot animations there, the Diablo portrait there. It's very cool. Let me switch scenes here for us. We can get a little bit more of the action. That's me, hi. And from right to left, we have FF and the Pancakes. We have Stampy playing the Zul, Mr. SIW playing May, ZYZ playing the Raynor. Or not Raynor, Rhaegar, my bad. Mr. G playing Phoenix, and Courtney on Kel'Thuzad. Anyway, from left to right, we have Phoenix Rising Sapphire, Side Piece playing Syl, Diff playing Tychus, Boomer playing Anub, KK playing the Anduin, my goodness, and Atlantis on Blaze. People telling people to report one another for the pleb horses. That's okay. Thank you, Dan, for the predictions. Get those points out there. Gamble and spend all your money. Let's see if we get a kill here early. I kind of got a feeling that one of these teams is going to get a kill. And my money is kind of on Kel'Thuzad hitting a chain and PRS not being prepared for it. They have a ton of burst damage early. But Blizzard's going to go down. They're just going to clear the wave. A good stun coming out from Boomer and a really nice follow-up from Boomer. And the Zol goes down, compliments a PRS, and the Syl with the final kill there. No Kobe's in the chat. No Kobe's in the chat. Anyway, we're going to see Phoenix going in the off lane up top. Blaze coming in. I don't know who wins that matchup, so that's going to be really interesting. Meanwhile, we have 3 people here on the bottom. Diff is all alone. Already that siege value out of the Kel'Thuzad. It's a little bit, but the cooldown is pretty quick. Both teams undoubtedly going to be going for their camps. You see the Syl and Anduin peel off to go to their camp, and you see, looks like Kel'Thuzad and Zul peeling off for the Pancakes. Their teams respectively in each lane, clearing as best they can. I'm going to take a peek up here and kind of watch this, because this is going to be an interesting matchup for me. Today's game sponsored you by Pepsi Wild Cherry. Sponsor me, Pepsi. Hashtag ad. Hashtag. So both camps being taken. Pancakes a little bit quicker on the draw, which is going to favor PRS here. They're going to be able to clear this probably before their camp gets in the middle, and they're going to be able to get a stronger push on that wall. You see Diff in the backline, going to be stunned by the Zul, just trying to get a little value there and take Zul to half health just like that. Blaze going back up to his lane, Tychus going back bottom, and we're going to focus here on this mid lane to see if this camp for PRS gets any value. Looks like it might. See if the black arrows come out here from side piece. A really nice stun out of the Anduin, and Stampy has to pop his shield with 1 HP just to survive. Very dicey situation there. Is this wall going to go down early? A lot of damage being taken there by the Pancakes. Thank you for the follow, Coffee with Syl. Welcome. So the wall isn't taken down, but a decent amount of damage being done. You're going to see side piece the Syl go back here. Taking a peek at possibly the first gank of the game. Diff is here in the bottom lane. And it's a little sus. It's a lot sus, and he's running away. Good decision. As 4 angry Pancakes were coming down, and it was breakfast time. They were going to make him into an omelet, and I promise that'll be the last breakfast reference I make. Camps up for both teams. You can see PRS doing a really good job posturing for this, starting it as soon as it pops. Looks like the Pancakes are going to be checking their objective, make sure the gate is still tightly locked, and it is. Both the guards are on duty. They've been paid tonight, so they'll be there for a while. And then they're going to go do their camp. Meanwhile, you see the Blaze still up in the top lane, going to be coming down for the objective. The Tychus left their bottom lane. It looks like maybe both teams going to be posturing to take this objective. Blaze checking the gate, making sure everything's good on his side. It looks like it is. We see a blizzard coming out from the main. Nothing crazy happening here. Both teams kind of feeling them out. They're clearing camps here. Good decision. Blaze is kind of keeping them off the back line. PRS losing a little bit of soak in that top lane. But what they're losing on the top, they're making up on the bottom, as nobody from the Pancakes is in that bottom lane. Level 7's online. PRS looks like Boomer is going to go there and try to get the guards down and channel. Side piece channeling, couldn't quite get it. The E comes down, but nothing happening there. Mr. Slaw, the D pop, the Mei is in trouble and has to run away. Still getting a ton of value out of that W there. A lot of damage being taken by the Pancakes. PR is still relatively healthy, but they seem to be backing off a little bit. They have a bit of an XP lead. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with it. Maybe they're going to try to get 10s before they try to take the objective. Take a quick look at the talents here from both these teams. One of these days I'll upgrade my software to not have this take up half the screen, but until that happens, it's going to have to take up half the screen. Diff really giving Stampy some trouble down here. Stampy going to root the Zol, or root the Tychus rather, but you got to be careful there, friend. That's a Tychus, and he's got a grenade. Anyway, camps up. You see both teams taking them respectively there. Taking a peek on our offlane matchup here while we check the stats. Anything crazy? Kelthus out at 17 stacks. Maybe a little behind. The advanced targeting, not really getting a whole lot there either. Chastise, and we see a Master Assassin Tychus. Kind of interesting. And as expected, both teams going to be getting 10s. Let's see what PRS does with it first. Oh, a really nice combo done by the Kel'Thuzad, but a cleanse comes out and a big heal comes out. Mind control is out from the Sylve, and that's going to be a kill on the Rhaegar. Really nicely done there by Side Piece. The Black Arrow is still online. That gate is still alive somehow. Phoenix and Zol were not there for that fight. But because of that, they're not as far now in XP. PRS pulled all 5 mid to get that kill, but missing a little bit of XP. And now you see the Zol in the mid lane still pushing this out. Wonder if anybody's going to go clear that. Looks like yes, but the objective only has 10 seconds left. It's a 3v4 here, 3v5 here, 4v5. The light bomb coming out into the mind control. Beautiful combo there by PRS. The Ancestral has to come out from the Rhaegar. A really good bunker value. Boomer gets snowballed away by the Mei, but a stun comes out from the Blaze, and Rhaegar has to run away with his what's left of his life. Zol has to run away as well. Nobody has magically died yet. Anduin's healing himself up, getting that desperate prayer out. Both teams very low, very brittle, except the Tychus. Tychus just kind of laning. Tychus doing Tychus things, I guess. Both teams getting healthy, and they're going to probably take another crack at the objective after we see camps taken. So, really solid macro here out of PRS. They are always just a little bit faster to their camps. Granted, they got to start faster, so it's always going to look faster. But, this is interesting. Everybody's just kind of sitting around. Real-time strategy, boys. Let's go! I guess they were guarding it. 8 seconds is not a lot of time. PRS caps it, they probably get it, so I understand staying there and waiting. Mind control comes out, but unfortunately this time it's a miss. The mind control is always like a high value Hail Mary. Ooh, great combo there by Courtney. But the shields are very strong and good healing out of the Anduin to keep their DPS alive. Both teams looking for an angle here, looking to see if anybody's overextending, and not quite. Zol's going to be clearing up this lane. And PRS is almost 13, so you don't really want to see them take a fight before that happens. And if I'm the Pancakes here, I'd be diving them right now with everything they got. Boomer dives in. Everybody's pressing R right now. The light bomb comes out, hits a couple people. Phoenix with his ultimate, and I apologize, I don't even know what it's called, comes out. Odin is here. Odin getting a ton of damage on that Kel'Thuzad, almost killing her entirely. Ancestral comes out on the Zul. Everybody at 1 HP, but nobody dying, and finally the Tychus gets a kill on the Kel'Thuzad, and the Odin, essentially invisible here, getting a ton of value, still at full health, and killing the backline. I don't know how a Tychus gets in your backline, but when it does, it's a bad time. And that's what you saw there from the Pancakes. So now PRS took a good fight, and, you know, they traded 1 for 1 of the kills. Oh, no, they didn't, actually. My apologies. The Syl didn't die, she just earthed. So Pancakes have yet to achieve kill. And there goes the May. There she goes again. Unfortunately, for the Pancakes, good CC chain from PRS, able to secure that kill. May no longer the guardian of the galaxy there. And this guy wants out. He is angry. See a stun coming up from the Blaze onto the Phoenix, but misses. Phoenix gonna scuttle away. Phoenix Rising Sapphire has a pretty good start to this game. You can tell they're a little bit more in control. They're landing their combos a little bit better. The Rhaegar has been really keeping their team alive, though, for the Pancakes. Mind Control comes out and unfortunately misses. Combo coming out from the Kel'Thuzad, not hitting anything, but a really nice Zol ult hitting all 4 or 5 members of PRS, and now Boomer's in a lot of trouble. The Light Bomb comes out but misses, and another excellent ult from the Tychus to take out the Zol. Their Kel'Thuzad has to run away, tries to peel for their tank. Odin is online, and he is going to be taking down this fort. Great snowball from the May to get the PRS off there. And now Boomer getting run down by the Phoenix. Getting a little bit support now. PRS, you can tell he wants to take down this fort. But here comes the combo. And Boomer's in a lot of trouble. And a great pull coming out from the Anduin. And now the Rhaegar's in trouble. Both healers being targeted. But both healers coming in clutch for their teams. So while we have a break in the action, we're going to take a look at the stats again. The backline Tychus doing a heck of a lot of damage. Nobody has died yet for PRS. Kel'Thuzad is fully stacked now. We're just going to run down the ults. You saw the Mind Control, we've seen the Tychus, we saw the Bunker. Haven't really seen a lot out of the Cocoon, but maybe I've missed it. The Poison Nova we saw hit all 5 members of PRS in that last fight, getting massive value. Ancestral, what else would that be? The Shadow Fissure, Avalanche, we saw with the Peel, and then the Purification Salvo, which I don't know if I've ever known that's what it is. Another combo coming out from Courtney, misses this time. Kel'Thuzad and Zol pretty good at clearing camps. Looks like maybe boss was called. There are 16s right now, but not by much. Is this a bait? It's a bait. It's a trap. It's a bush party. And the stun comes out, but then automatically gets Cocoon. Zol pops his ult and hits damn near everybody but the Tychus. Phoenix is in a lot of trouble and gets absolutely demolished. Bunker getting some value, but also provides a nice nice blizzard opportunity for the May. Good mind control on the Zol in the backline. Now Zol's back there swinging. The snowball comes out and peels 3 members of PRS away. And that might be just enough to save the rest of the team. Boomer is in way too deep, friend. But he's going for the kill, and he's going for the Kel'Thuzad. Great stuns, and the Tychus is cleaning up again. Boomer back there distracting them just long enough to get the kill. And now PRS looking to be taking this bottom camp. So the Bush Party coming in big, getting a lot of value. You see a little bit of damage mitigation coming out from the Pancakes. You see them taking lane prio in every one of these lanes now, which is all they can do, really. They're going to have to defend 2 bosses. They're probably going to have to defend an objective as well. But it's a race to 20. And even being 7 kills down, The Pancakes not in a terrible position. Pancakes got 29 seconds to respond to this. Are they going to take out the boss? No. They're going to ignore the boss, and they're going to take this fight up a talent tier. Good stun on the Tychus. The Tychus is in a lot of trouble and is going to have to run away, and he does. Bunker value is there. 2 people in the bunker now, and they are burning down the May. The bunker basically not being targeted at all, but it's still not going to matter. The Anduin goes down, the Tychus goes down, a noob is out, and the Pancakes finally take a good fight and are going to be able to take this objective. Oh, no, they didn't! They didn't stop the objective! So PRS does get the objective, even though it's kind of losing the battle, winning the war there for PRS. But the first 4 kills for the Pancakes, a little bit of momentum perhaps. They could clear this objective pretty handily. Cooldown timers are starting to be an issue for each teams. Diff and Boomer, name a better duo. They're playing really well together. I mean, the wave clear for Pancakes is insane. If PRS is not here to stop them, these get essentially no value at all. Yeah, no fort's going to be taken down, maybe a tower, but that's about it. Thank you, Cranky, for the 20 bits. I appreciate you, sir. So yeah, strong wave clear from the Pancakes. And this game is a lot closer than it feels. It feels like the Pancakes have kind of been on the back foot the whole time, yet they are now a full level ahead. They're down 3 kills, but who cares about that? This is a shell of what a fort used to be. They have 1 keep that's a little bit bruised, but nothing terrible. And now we see what happens here. You expect PRS to wait till 20, and you expect the Pancakes to be looking for that level 20 fight. They know they're going to get there first. But a lot of value coming out. Side piece, completely uncontested, just melting that Zol. Taking him down to half health. See Blaze in the top lane here. It looks like they all showed 5 top. Looks like they might be taking the boss. Let's see what the call is here. Are they going to... Oh, and now it's a reverse bush party. And PRS isn't buying it. They're like, nah, you can have boss. We're just going to take this right quick. And here... and the Pancakes don't like that. A lot of siege being done. Odin's been popped. But Pancake's going to be level 20 here. Let's see if they catch PRS tripping there. Oh, really nice dodge out of Boomer to stop that Mace Snowball. Zol hitting almost everybody again from PRS. The Cocoon is out. Ancestral is coming out on the Zol to keep him alive. And Side Piece is going to go down. Oh, great pull there from the Anduin to save the Tychus. That was a very, very good save. And an important one. So now the Pancakes are in the driver's seat. They're up a man. They could take objective. They could take boss. They could do basically whatever they want on the map. And it looks like they're going to take objective here. 48 seconds left. PRS needs to get 20s, and we'll be curious to see if they decide to fight this objective or not. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Soak being collected. Camp being collected. Alright, back at it. Up here. Angry Orc is angry. It's still only a 4v5 here. Not quite sure what PRS is doing. Lots of stuns coming out, but unfortunately it misses. Atlantis is there with basically on an island. But with that distraction, they were able to stop the objective, and now PRS is going to have a little bit more time to fight, and they haven't yet fully started the objective yet. Phoenix is at 1 HP in the back. Good stuns coming out from PRS. PRS is extremely healthy, but Zol getting massive value again. The Rhaegar is the first person to go down, and that's bad news for the Pancakes. The good news is everybody from PRS is so low. Everybody at 1 HP. The entire lobby is at 1 HP across the board. Someone just has to hit a skill shot. And there we go. Boomer's going to go down. Compliments of the Phoenix. Odin is still online and still pretty angry. Let's see if he's going to be able to push him off with the nukes. It doesn't actually look like he went nukes. That Phoenix, oh, good mind control on the May to potentially get the kill. Are they going to secure it? Yes, they will. And they get the kill on this Zul as well. This is why camps are important, people. This is why. Dun 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 dun. So, PRS is running in here like they got this objective. I don't know if they know they lost the objective. They're in the enemy team's core, clearing the objective, and that is the farthest clear I think I've ever seen from any team on this map. Phoenix Rising Sapphire clearing the objective from the other enemy's core. I'm gonna see them go top and go bottom. And we're officially in the late game here. PRS with the significant structure lead at this point, taking down both forts. Sorry, I'll give you something to look at while I'm commenting to myself. Pancakes know that everybody is top. Let's see if they push with this at all. Doesn't look like they're going to. It's a 5v5. The Rhaegar is really caught out. A stun comes out. Diff getting a lot of damage done. Another stun comes out on the Rhaegar. Kobe hits the Rhaegar in the ass, but they're all okay. Win conditions created for sure. And you see both teams going to be taking their bosses here. Kel'Thuzad going for the home run ultimate there. Just trying to hit something. Each team clearing their bosses. I expect to see each team hearthing, and then them clearing bosses respectively. Or PRS goes, nah, we'll let that push. We're gonna go win the game.
You seek to draw the Frost Wolf General from his fortress?
Which is dangerous. They really need to get value out of here, or at least get a couple of kills, because that is now a win condition for the Pancakes. They got a pretty big lane pushing now. Take a quick look at it. We'll see how much value that gets. But PRS is going to look to win the game with this, and 2 keeps down. It might be possible. Mind control is going to come out and misses. The zoning blizzard is out. PRS going to be able to push in here a little bit. Pancakes have to do a really good job coordinating their targets. The bunker is down, and the bunker is out. The core is dropping fast, almost at 0.5%. Light Bomb's going to come out at 3 members of the Pancakes. Great stun by the Blaze, hitting 2 people, but not a lot of damage, and Rhaegar is a pretty good healer. The core is at 2,300 damage, and at this point you have to be screaming, hit the core. The core is at 300 HP, and the Tychus is going to be able to secure the win for PRS. That boss also was very healthy for the Pancakes. PRS really needed to take a decisive fight, and they did. Tychus is the MVP that game, for sure. Just doing terrible damage, even out-soaking their off-laner, out-sieging the whole team, and doing nearly double the damage as anybody else. But Pancakes did not go away. A 22-minute game. They stuck around. They kept it very close. If they win that fight there at the end and maybe stop that boss, they can completely turn this game around. See 10-9 kills. And PRS had the advantage early, despite not getting 20s first. They're still able to turn it around and win that first game. So, congratulations to them. We're going to get them a point on the board for PRS. Boop. And FF and the Pancakes, I don't think they're going to take that line down. Take a look at what talents they took across the board here. Rhaegar with the double Ancestral damn near won them that last fight, but it wasn't quite enough. Zul with the Poison Nova hit damn near every member of PRS every single time he popped it. Kel'Thuzad, we didn't see a ton of solo Kel'Thuzad picks. You know, with a Kel'Thuzad, either it's really noticeable there's a Kel'Thuzad on the map, or you just know there's a Kel'Thuzad on the map, and it was the latter in that instance, where you saw a lot of good combos, but an Anduin a really good counter to that. You saw a couple of times, I think, the save on the Tychus kind of in that mid-game was really, really important, and then again, towards the end of the game, Kel'Thuzad hit a really nice combo, but the pull was up from the Anduin and was able to save her team. So, good game one, exciting game one. Little hiccup in the middle, but strong early, strong finish. Exactly. So we'll see what game two brings for us here. We're going to pop over to our starting screen and see what the next map might be. Thank you, Dan, for the predictions. Oh, looks like we had somebody disconnect for just a moment. They're coming back. Looks like we are going to be going to Battlefield of Eternity. So, that is exciting for me. You don't see a lot of 2-lane maps. You don't see a lot of BOE. So that is going to be awesome. May the yoinks be with PRS, yes. All right. So, hopefully, Pancakes could bring this back on Battlefield of Eternity and force a game 3 here. Lobby has just been created. A lot of different styles to be played on this map. It's not uncommon to see 3 DPS and having someone like a Rainer or like a Cassia, some sort of auto attacker in the off lane against a bruiser. The main ways to play this are either like a full burn team, you go Artanis, you go Greymane, you go Hanzo, Li Ming, or you go, you know what, we don't care about the objective. We're just going to find the enemy team and kill the enemy team. And it's usually, they're usually going to burn. Personally, I like to see full burn comps. You get a tank that's super oppressive like a Mei, like a Johanna, and you poke the hell out of the enemy team while your team just burns the objective into the ground. Hey, Diff. GG. In the last game, good Tychusing, friend. You've been kicked out. Oh no. So we have a roster change. Diff is going to warm the bench, and that's going to fill the way for, looks like Wrecked is going to be filling in. So we'll see what kind of impact that has on Game 2. Looks like FF and the Pancakes are going to be keeping the same roster for Game 2. Gonna let them know that Caster is ready, Freddy. Hello, Not Vela. Welcome. All caps. Hello! So if anybody, welcome anybody that's just joining us. We have Phoenix Rising Sapphire winning 1-0 over FF and the Pancakes. They won a first match on Alterac Pass, and now we're going to be going to Battlefield of Eternity. That's a cute emote. I like that wind-up bird. I need to work on my emotes. I've been meaning to to get a very specific Heroes of the Storm one, and I want a red circle with the word red in it crossed out, and that's going to be my red circle bad emote, which I feel like is very appropriate for this type of game, and a lot of games. Typically red circles are bad. Looks like we have some game client issues with one of the teams, so we're just kind of waiting to resolve that. Apparently one of the 2 interns in the broom closet at Blizzard working on Heroes of the Storm took off today. Their 1 day of vacation, they probably get a year. Very happy to be here. Great. I'm glad to hear that. Report me for inting that one time. You mentioned that we should report you early, so we shall do that. Not scouting, says Vela. Awesome. All right, game is starting. Battlefield of Eternity, Game 2. Let's draft some heroes. And let's get Phoenix Rising Sapphire, a 1 on the board, shall we? I think we shall. No, that's okay, Vela. Don't worry about that. I got my brother's a graphic artist. Not like it would take a graphic artist by any means to make a circle on paint and says bad, but he's got all of my files to that. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. Stukov banned immediately. They don't need all 40 seconds. They say, Stukov, get the hell out of here. We don't like you. Meanwhile, Phoenix Rising Sapphire likely banning a Joe. Interesting that they banned out Maeve last time. You see the Johanna banned here. But on Alterac Pass, they actually banned Maeve instead of the Rhaegar for their second ban, and it paid off. They gave him the Rhaegar, very high win percentage Rhaegar, and while a ton of healing was done, it wasn't enough to carry the game. So the second ban for FF and the Pancakes going to be whom? Artanis, perhaps? Nope, I lied. See a noob. The very oppressive and noob. The respect ban for the Boomer 444 said we didn't like it last game, and we don't want to see it this game. And on the flip side of that, PR is saying we didn't like your Rhaegar, so there. Take that. So 2 meta bans, 2 respect bans. And now a Brightwing is available. Are they going to go for that burn? There's so many options here. You like the Raynor, you like a Li Ming, you like the Artanis. Or you go Orphea. That's kind of a cool skin. I like that. I don't think I have that skin. So the Orphea first pick from FF and the Pancakes. Are they going to pair that with a Dirty Bathtub? Stay tuned to find out. But the Brightwing is going to be taking up a good global here on this map. Very vertically large map. So the Brightwing healing going to be super strong. And the Vala with superb burn taken by Rekt. My walking nightmare is definitely Stitches. So that literally terrifies me for PRS. I'm not even playing. And the Lucio taken out of FF and the Pancakes. Hey, thank you for the sub, EzoGG. I appreciate that, man. Second phase of bans coming out for PRS and FF and the Pancakes. We see the Sonya taken out. Interesting, we didn't see a Stitches Anduin combo like we normally do. That abduct comp can be very, very strong. I'm getting some insider knowledge here in the chat. Diff from the last game saying that Boomer was not supposed to ban the Maeve last game and was not supposed to be banning at all, and now we see KK banning this time around, so maybe that will help them a little bit. I've been there, or my team's been there too. I think if you play an NGS enough, you'll all live to do that type of mistake. Side piece gonna be playing Li Ming and Boomer on Diablo. So the burn capability so far, PRS, a little bit superior to FF and the Pancakes. But like I said, there's two ways to play this game: burn or go kill them. And it looks like FF and the Pancakes just wants to go kill them. Really good pick comp between the Stitches, maybe the follow-up stun from the Gazlo. And they say, thank you for not mistake banning Maeve this time, because now we're taking her. So between the Grav Bomb, Orphea's Feast, a Stitch's Hook, the Maeve Cage, that is a very scary comp. You do not want to be anywhere near the Pancakes right now. Stay away from that healthy breakfast choice. Get away from the Pancakes. I said that was going to be the last breakfast reference, but it's not, and I lied. And Deathwing picked up by Atlantis. So the global battle being won by PRS. However, the team here on the right is just horrifying. I wouldn't want to see their portrait anywhere on the map. And then at 13, when Stitches gets his hook, I panic. My heart panics. Anyway, game 2. Enough of me. Let's talk about the game. Game 2 between Queen of Victorious and Sapphire and FF and the Pancakes. FF needs this game to force a game 3, and I hope they do. I want to see a game 3 tonight. Battlefield of Eternity. Portrait synergy. Across the board for FF and the Pancakes, good. And unfortunately for PRS, not quite this time. They subbed in Rec, does not have the same portrait. Let's see if that's going to play into the win or loss column for this game. Left to right, we have Phoenix Rising Sapphire, our home team tonight. Atlantis playing Deathwing, KK on the Bright Wing. Lots of wings, lots of dragons. Boomer playing the Diablo side piece on Li Ming. And everybody pinging everybody. Wrecked is going to be on Vala from right to left. We have FF and the Pancakes. We have XYXGY playing Gazlo. We have Courtney on Orphea. Just very strange to say. Mr. SIW playing Stitches. Mr. G on the Lucio, and Stampy playing the Maeve. Maeve? It's pronounced Maeve? I say thing. Oh, like Westworld. Okay. Gamble is up. Go get your points. Go do crazy things with them. Make me dab or do stupid shit. I don't know. Anyway. Let's check out the ARAM in the bottom. Not a whole lot happening early. Blows being exchanged. Boomer getting the flip on the Maeve. But nothing coming from it. Woo! If Orphea would have went the E-build there, I think she would have got that quest on 45 seconds into the game. But Orphea is going Q-build instead. I don't know enough about a Maeve to tell you what that means, but there's that. You see the orb hungry for more out of the Stitches as the Stitches gets thrown over Diablo's shoulder. Diablo really taking a lot of damage, and this is surely going to be the first kill for... No, the hook! The hook misses, but the Orphea is able to take down the Diablo, and this bottom camp has been called. Really good sieging capabilities here out of the Pancakes, and a very strong start for their team. For PRS, we see the Hyper Shift out of the Brightwing, the Aether Walker from the Li Ming, Molten Blood out of the Deathwing, Q build from Vala, and the Soul Shield from the Diablo. This camp getting a ton of value. This tower almost completely dead already. Orphea trying to siege as well as do a ton of damage. Is the Maeve going to go in for the pull? Not quite. The hook comes out, gets the Diablo, the shift immediately coming out. Good heal there. Orphea would have gotten her E-Quest again if she had gone that talent. Anyway, alright, PRS going to their camp. Let's give some love to the offlaners up here. Atlantis, Well, seems to be doing okay. As I assume a Deathwing would be. Bop. Bop. Yeah, that's... I've been you, Gazlo. That's not fun. I know it's not fun. Oh, cool stuns, right? Yeah, I feel for you, friend. That sucks. Not a lot going on. Anyway, both camps being taken from both teams. Looks like both team PRS wanting to attack first. But a really nice stun on the Maeve early. Diablo taking a ton of damage. The shift has to come down immediately. So no more panic button shift for at least another 20-30 seconds. Maeve getting a reset on her Q. A huge stun from the Deathwing, getting a ton of value. The hook came out to try to save the Maeve, but ended up cooking the Diablo instead. Oh my gosh, Deathwing is so strong early game. And the Vala is going to get the first kill for PRS on the Stitches. So no threat of a hook coming out of the bushes. Deathwing going to be clearing that top camp. Little bit of poke being done by the Orphea, but not a lot's going to happen. Meanwhile, both teams, pretty superb job at burning. Let's see who wins this. PRS is going to be stronger later on, but right now they're probably pretty equal in the burn department. And who's going to get it? Who got it? Yeah, FF and the Pancakes. Able to sneak it out by just a couple hundred. I'm always so bad at reading that. Even when I'm playing the game, I don't know if we got it or not, unless it's like extremely obvious. So FF and the Pancakes have got four men pushing this top lane here. Gazzle on the bottom collecting soak. You see the Deathwing going down there now. Meanwhile, this wall is gone. This tower is gone. Ming went orbs at 4. So all of these are going to be getting resets. The reset. Let's see if side piece coming for more. Not really throwing a whole lot of orbs in there. Kind of surprised to see. Half of the damage done. Boomer looking to get a kill here, but not quite getting much. The shift has to come down again. A good hook by the Stitches. Boomer's in a lot of trouble. A lot of damage going down. Orphea's gonna secure the kill. No! We see FF and the Pancakes taking this camp. Li Ming throwing an orb out of anger, but unfortunately not connecting with anything. Showing some love to the bottom lane here. We see Atlantis on this Gazlo. A pretty good matchup. Is Rekt going to be able to get him? Good poly, double Q, and that's going to be a pick on the Gazlo. So really nice rotation. However, was that worth giving this? We'll find out. There's only a Li Ming here. And I'm really surprised to see, maybe they think the camp is going to get it. Maybe the Pancakes just assume that the camp is going to clear it, and it probably will. Rekt getting a couple more stacks on his Q. Yep, and this is going to go down. So they did get the gank on the bottom lane, PRS did, but unfortunately they're going to lose this top fort. Objective going to be spawning here. Both teams are going to want to get 10. We're going to see a level 10 fight here before this next objective, most likely. PRS taking this bottom camp. Gazlo just kind of sitting in the lane. Taking a quick look at the talents. 16 Q stacks already out of the Vala, which is pretty solid. But burn already being done on the side of the Pancakes. They know they're down levels, so they're going to try to burn this as much as they possibly can. PRS not touching their Immortal and already getting halftime here, what we call it. And now, are they going to be able to burn this? Not quite. Boy, the colors confuse me when I'm not playing. Sorry, guys. So the defensive side on each side of the team's cores, and they're just waiting for 10. PRS going to be the first to get 10. but Pancakes not far behind. Quickly going over it, we have the Blink Heal, the Wave of Force, the Bellowing Roar, Rain of Vengeance, and the Apocalypse out of the Diablo. Good stun there on the Stitches, but the team is so not where you are. Good ult coming in from Atlantis, getting a lot of value there. The Feast comes down, Gazlo's ult comes out, but misses everything. The Graviton Surge not hitting anything. Big value out of Diablo there, stunning everybody. The Immortal helping as well. Deathwing, huge value, is going to get a kill on the Maeve, and now the Orphea going down, compliments of the Vala. Boomer's running wild in the backline. Li Ming getting a ton of value, getting the kill on the Lucio. And just like that, PRS takes one very decisive fight, and they're going to be able to clear this objective now. Boomer. I'm watching you. So, half an Immortal. PRS says, you can have the first half, but we're going to take the second half, and we're going to see the Immortal go in the top lane here. Vala's in the bottom, going to be clearing. You want to pick the winning team, right? Yeah, you do. PRS, though, not here. They're not pushing with this at all, and you wonder why. I mean, the camp was there, but here comes the Deathwing. A big stun, going to get a ton of value. The hook comes out on the Li Ming, but not going to get anything out of it. You have 5 people here for PRS, and yeah, they just kind of... They were just a little bit late to help push with this objective, and they didn't get any value out of it, essentially. Just a wall. Oh, the hook comes out on the Li Ming. Good peel from the Diablo. And very suddenly here, we're back fighting. The shift is coming down. The, oh my gosh, the Apocalypse from the Diablo. Gazlo's ult hits 3 people, and here comes the Orphea Feast, and she is feasting. Boomer getting hit a ton of times, but the Lucio is actually the first person to go down. Maeve has to run away. Boomer's running for his life, and Boomer's going to go down. Wreck now at 1 HP. He's going to go down, but not before taking out the Gazlo. Maeve at 1 HP. The Stitch is at 1 HP. The Orphe's got to run away at half health. In a really interesting fight in the middle of the lane. That Gazlo Orphea combo, extremely strong, but really only hitting the Boomer Diablo rather that had a soul shield with the spell shield. So you can't help but wonder if maybe a regular auto attacker would have been a little bit better. I love Raynor. I'm gonna... It's not the first cast I've said this, and it won't be the last, at how much I love playing Raynor almost on every map, and especially here if an Exterminator build. The amount of damage that he can put out as an auto attacker and the self-sustain that he has, I think is just invaluable. But we have a pick postured here. The stun comes out on the Diablo. Gazlo has to ult to try to save himself, and he will be successful in doing so. Both teams are 13s. Let's see what happens here. If you are FF in the Pancakes, you do not want to fight PRS in a choke with that Diablo. And, excuse me, the Diablo and the Deathwing. But both teams going to be burning. Boomer's just poking, kind of being irritating. Doing all he can. Oh, good stun there by Boomer to get the Immortal to do his bidding for him. So both teams with the opportunity to defend. We see Li Ming getting a huge hit on the backline right away. Another reset on the Li Ming. Will we see more orbs out? He misses, so the reset's going to be down for 7 seconds. Stun coming out from the Deathwing, but not hitting anything. You see the hook coming out on the Diablo. Shift is coming in, and suddenly the Brightwing's going to be in the front line. Brightwing's running away with their life. Maeve's ult comes down, the Gazlo ult comes down, the Feast is out and hitting everybody, and just like that, both the tank and the healer are taken out for PRS, and the FF and the Pancakes taking a really strong fight here now. Trying to get a kill on this Deathwing. Are they going to be able to do it? I don't think so. That's not going to slow them down. Nope. They're not going to be able to do that. Meanwhile, in the top lane, you see Wave Prio going to FF and the Pancakes, getting a little bit of value on that tower there. But they're going to get a lot more value out of getting this objective. But Atlantis is not going to let them have it. They are not going to go quietly into that sweet night. However, armor is fleeting for that Deathwing. Oh my gosh, there's so much value. They have nothing to deal with this Deathwing. Not until Orphea gets her percentage, which I think is at 16? Yeah. So, Immortal pushing bottom. Tower at half health, or rather the fort at half health. You very much expect that to go down, especially with a very healthy Immortal. You see Boomer getting hooked, everybody just deciding to blow up the tank, and it's going to be enough. The shift is a little late, and the tank is going to go down. Meanwhile, Li Ming throwing in bombs and hitting everything. FF and the Pancakes seem to be in the driver's seat here. They're really hitting their combos very well. Maeve pulling them back. The Graviton Search into the Eternal Feast is really doing a lot of work for the Pancakes, and they're playing this map really, really strongly right now. A still pretty healthy Immortal. Definitely coming in, landing right on the face of 5 members of FFF and the Pancakes. A good stun coming out, hitting 3 members there. But the Immortal is going to need to be cleared up here before it takes that keep. Their Vala getting hooked, but no follow-up. Orphea completing her quest there. Her E-quest at 7. While we see a tamp being taken here, we're going to take a quick look at the numbers, seeing who's doing all the damage, and it's definitely the Orphea out of FF and the Pancakes. 51,000. Meanwhile, PRS second, third, and fourth in the game with the next set of damage numbers. PRS posturing to take this top camp. Are they going for it? Retreat has been called. KK says nah. And now is it going to pay for it? A really nice cleanse, but the Orphea ult is getting a ton of value. Boomer is just getting melted in there. KK blinks in, blinks out just like that. And, oh, big value on the Li Ming orb. 16 is online for Li Ming. But the Pancakes are only getting stronger. And as we inch closer and closer to level 20, the Gazlo gets much, much stronger. FF and the Pancakes getting aggressive, taking this camp. Kill count is 7-7. Hook comes out but misses. Wouldn't have been any follow-up anyway, but it's enough to give a guy cause for concern. It's going to be interesting to see what Gazlo goes at 20. Does he go Bomb Toss, or does he go the giant Graviton Surge? He's been hitting damn near every Graviton, so I don't think you really need a larger Surge. But I would definitely go with the Bomb Toss here. A lot of Immortal damage being done. PRS has been late to nearly every objective. In fact, I think to every objective. And this is going to be a free full clear on the first half of this objective for FF and the Pancakes. And now are they going to get aggressive here? Not quite. They're just going to back off. They know they have lane prio across the board. They have a camp pushing top that PRS is going to need to respond to. Again, the Pancakes playing this really, really well. Just looking to do some siege damage here on this Immortal. Deathwing is back, and if you're the Pancakes, now's your time to go. And it looks like go they shall. Boomer goes in and is going to get peeled away from the stitches. APOC is out, just to kind of clear them out of the way. Meanwhile, here comes the Graviton Surge, again, only hitting the Diablo. Feast is out as well, and only hitting the Diablo. Both teams still pretty healthy, both fighting on this objective. The objective is taken by FF and the Pancakes. So that's going to be pushing here soon. This fight has to end soon for PRS, and it has to end favorably. And unfortunately, they just lost their healer. Their tank is about to go down, but Deathwing getting terrible, terrible damage, getting the double kill. Maeve and the Lucio. Compliments of the Deathwing. Diablo goes down, but he'll be back soon. And meanwhile, while PRS did lose their healer and the objective, they got 2 very important kills. And this should be enough to stop this Immortal from taking this keep. We'll see. Li Ming and Vala pretty much 1 and 2 as far as objective clear here. And the shots the pew-pews, the magic missiles. They're doing everything they can. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane... Uh-oh. This fort's gone. The keep is gone. Sorry. Oh, it is a fort. Crazy. I always get it backwards. I'm a great caster. So, the Immortal is not able to take that, but FF and the Pancakes says that's fine, that's just a distraction anyway, and they take this bottom fort. Pancake gonna be taking this bottom camp. It's a race to 20, and the Pancakes are in the driver's seat. They are Jeff Gordon, and PRS is my 5-year-old nephew in a Fisher-Price car. It's... okay, that's a little much. They're only down by half a level, but they will get to 20s first. The Pancakes will. And now what? Now again, a 20-minute game, and we'll see what happens. Stitch is looking maybe for a hook. Both teams trying to get 20. And if you're looking for an opportunity to take a bathroom break, now's the time, because it's going to be a minute. 9 kills to 9 kills. Again, Orpheus still leading the damage. Atlantis, so far the MVP for PRS right now, in both siege and hero damage, and stuns, and team fight. He's keeping PRS in this game. So around and around we go, and around we go. Any cool mounts? It's kind of a cool Gazlo mount. I'm a Gazlo man, so I anytime I get to cast a Gazlo, man, that's pretty awesome. We did see the large Graviton Surge. And this is kind of interesting. So they see the Deathwing bottom, and they're going to start sieging this objective. Li Ming missing her orb, so not going to have a reset. Halftime is going to be coming up here, and yet again, PRS has been so late to these objectives. Unfortunate ult there timing from Atlantis. Not going to get a lot of value out of the Deathwing ult there. And it looks like, instead of just burning, which Pancake could have done, they're looking to take a team fight. KK is in a lot of troubles. Gets out of there just enough. Deathwing just kind of sitting there AFK, blowing fire into exactly where all the Pancakes are walking. Oh man, they burnt the Pancakes. Nobody likes burnt Pancakes. And terrible, terrible damage across the board. Maeve is very low. She's got to back up. And somehow, PRS was able to win that team fight. Maybe a little bit of a misplay there out of Pancakes. You could have just went and burned their own objective, but they decided to defend. However, Catapult took that down. And the Pancakes have 2 forts standing in the way of PRS in a victory. So they're not by any means out of that. PRS had to win that fight. And they knew they were going to lose the back fort. Definitely you see landing bottom there. So it's going to be a 4v4 with the Immortal. If you're the Pancakes, you just give this. You don't potentially risk losing a fort. Because this is gone. I mean, it's gone. It's gone. If I'm in SL right now, I am pinging back up, because if that happens and the Diablo gets a pick, you're gonna have a bad time. But the Gazelle ult is a very good peel. The Maeve has to run away for dear life. And now it's a 5v5. Deathwing here is in the bottom lane. Looking to maybe ult in behind him, and here it comes. Here comes the Deathwing. Let's see if we see an engage by Boomer or anybody else. No. Nope, we just see the wall going down and going down hard. Every shift going to the tank right now. Has been all game. PRS had taken a camp bottom. Did they get a little bit of value on that wall? Not much. Not much value. And we've entered, officially, the late game. So around and around they go. If you're PRS here, you see all of them going to this camp, I would have pushed with this. Why not? You could have taken down, you could have probably taken this down had you just gone for it. But instead, Boomer is way in there. He's going to need another shift, and there it comes. The Maeve ult comes down. Here comes the feats. There comes the Graviton Surge, but only hitting the tank. Stitches says, go to hell, minion, in particular. Lucio pops a sound barrier. It's going to get not a lot of value, and that's an 80-second cooldown. So, Boomer's back, right? He's back, and he's ready to kill again. But he's eating a lot of the healing being done by the Brightwing. Every shift has to go to the tank. Both camps being cleaned up, we're going to see another Immortal spawning. Deathwing starts flying. We take a look at the death count. It's 10 to 10. And the tank has 7 of those deaths. I know, like, there's some trait value there with the Diablo, but at some point, one death is 7 too many. Both team playing defense this time. They're like, no, you come to us. No, you come to us. No, I'm going to hook you over here. No, I'm going to show you my fireball. And it's dead even, right? I mean, eventually, a little bit of damage being done on the Immortal from the Pancakes. The Pancakes have the lane prowl, so they really don't have to fight. Like, they can make PRS come to them. They have the capabilities. Now it's only in the top lane because PRS is camp pushing bottom, but still. They don't necessarily have to take this engage. And they know the tank is going to come in. They know Boomer is coming in. And here he comes. And there's a lot of damage being done initially. He's already at 3/4 health. The shift immediately going down. Big value out of the Li Ming. But everybody's still relatively healthy. Here comes a Graviton Surge into the feast, and this time it's great from the Pancakes. A wonderful combo there by the Orphea and the Gazlo to get both the DPS Vala and the tank Boomer. Hook coming out, it's going to hit Atlantis in the face, and he kind of laughs at it. The Fear is out, but unfortunately misses. Li Ming connects with another orb, and that's the power of a Li Ming at this point. Those Li Ming resets with these tight corridors, you're basically never going to miss. Deathwing is getting ambitious. Uh-oh, and there's the hook by side piece. Is the shift going to have to come out? Not quite. Good spell shield. The Graviton Surge comes out. It's going to miss everybody. I mean, it's going to hit the Deathwing, but, you know, he's a Deathwing. And this was a really strong defense from PRS. I would have liked to see the Pancakes go at him more. It's a 3v5. And now the Deathwing is in the air, and they're going to be fighting for this next objective. Or rather, the halftime. So we've been here before, right? PRS basically gives the first half of this objective, and then they end up winning it. But Pancakes not making the same mistake they did earlier, and they're going to be burning this thing into the ground, and this could be a game-winning... This is likely a game-winning Immortal here. Deathwing's going to be coming down. They have to wipe him here if they want a chance at defending this Immortal. PRS has to get aggressive, and they have to do it now. Deathwing with terrible, terrible damage. Lucio's ult comes out. Great shielding across the board. The APOC comes out from the Diablo. And is the objective dead yet? Not quite. It's at 758. That could end the game. Pancakes have to get there. They have to do that damage. Where are they? Where's the Maeve? The Maeve's coming around the outside. Round the outside. And Maeve's like, here we go. Let's do it. Where is it? Where is it? Here comes Maeve. Dun, 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 dun. Nope, she goes down. She doesn't get the music. So we have a full Immortal pushing for FF and the Pancakes. However, Pancake got their both DPS down, so they're not going to be able to push a whole lot with this. And PRS, you see them already in lane trying to burn. How many stacks does the Vala have? Because that's important right now. 47 stacks. That's a lot of stacks. They're doing everything they can to take this down. But Core has been called. Stitches is there. Lucio is there. Gazlo's doing his best. But that is just not a lot of siege damage. They're just being a distraction for this Immortal to get to the core. And it worked. PRS took their eyes off of this Immortal and is now going to be doing damn near 7% damage to the core every time he autos. And everybody from PRS has to be screaming, hit the Immortal! 44%, 34%, it's going down to 23. Is that going to be enough for the Pancakes to finish? It's not. 3 catapults near core. That's going to come down. A shift going where else but to the tank. Pancakes almost distracted PRS enough to get the win. Oh, but now we're in the later game. This is now rivaling the story of the Iliad. If this was a J.R. Tolkien book, we'd already be 3 or 4 books in. Has Core been called? Sort of. They're pushing up. They see the Deathwing bottom. FF and the Pancakes smell blood in the water. But I think we're just going to wait for another objective to pop. Pancakes have been winning near every team fight. As we see them take this camp. Be wary. I am wary. I can only imagine how these teams are doing. Knees weak, arms are sweaty, vomit or just everywhere. Something about Mom Spaghetti. I have the best lyrics. Camp pushing top. This camp, if PRS doesn't take a decisive fight and take it early, that camp could win the game. Good pick on the Gazlo. The ults have to come out. Does end up catching the DPS, and Li Ming immediately goes down. So it's a 4v5 in favor of the Pancakes. Is this going to be the decisive blow? The Deathwing finally goes down. Is that the first death from the Deathwing? It is. Essentially, the juggernaut of this game for PRS has been this Deathwing. And now with it going down, are we going to see a core call? Yes, we are. And here's the camp I talked about earlier. It's going to get cleaned up, but it's not going to be enough to stop 5 members of the Pancakes going to core and hitting this thing to win game 2 and forcing a game 3. A 30-minute game. Alright, well, I'm not going to count them out yet because they just keep hitting everything. If the Gaswall comes out, but it's going to miss. And Vala is doing a ton of damage, but yeah, it's over. GG's to the Pancakes, winning a 30-minute and 7-second saga on Battlefield of Eternity. Quite literally maybe the longest game I've ever seen on BOE. And look at those numbers. Pancakes just needed to take out the Deathwing. And once they finally did, they were able to win the game. But holy cow, look at this value. If that's not a respect band from here on out, I don't know what you do with that. But we're going to get the Pancakes a score on the board. We're going to a game 3. We're going to take a little longer look at some of the stats here. A really nice combo out of the Pancakes. They... You know, like I said, either you're going for burn or you're going for team fight, right? PRS went for burn, except they were never there to do it. They were always late to the objective, and Pancakes coming with the plan to basically run at them and just kill them, and it worked. The Orphea Gazlo combo is obviously something they've practiced before. Maeve also getting huge value out of her ult, caging everybody in. Stitches being super impressive with the hooks, but maybe not the best tank into that, as the Stitches wasn't really able to get a lot of value out of the hooks. Sure, it brought a lot of people in, but no one could die. There's not that hard CC like an Uther or something to stop them. Anyway, looking at the healing numbers here, because it's got to be talked about, nearly double out of the Lucio. Now, granted, you're not going to be able to heal the Deathwing, and, can't do that, but Lucio obviously getting a huge amount of value, as even into a Diablo. You didn't see a lot of stuns from Diablo on the Lucio. But I digress. What a game. 30 minutes. Congratulations to FF and the Pancakes. Played a really, really strong game. And we go to a game 3 now. We take a look at the talents here. We go to a game 3. And we'll see what happens. See if the Maeve actually does get banned again this time, as it was banned first in the first game. I'm going to need some water. That's what I'm going to need. There should really only be one talent at 16 for Vala. Anybody that doesn't take... Oh, wait. She actually didn't go Mana Core. Interesting. I would have absolutely taken Mana Courier, especially with a Stitches who went hungry for more. That percent damage could be invaluable. And you saw the percent damage of the Orphea getting a lot of value. The Orphea finally in that last fight was able to get into that back line and kill the Deathwing. It's easy to say the Orphea was MVP on that game for the Pancakes, but a lot of that damage was done by that Feast, which was set up by a really, really good Gazlowe ult every single time. Gazlowe got a ton of value out of that Graviton Surge. Anywho's, let's get to it. Let me switch over here. Oh yeah, to the starting screen and see what we do next. Map has not been yet picked. Holy smokes. And it looks like we are going to my favorite map, Infernal Shrines. John Cena, baby, is online. I have to run to the bathroom real quick, and then once I get back, we will likely be starting. So, one moment, please. Okay, I am back. Sorry, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Oops. There we go. I need to grab some water. Just in case the game goes another 30 minutes. We are ready. Pancakes and PRS are ready. We're going to game 3. Game 3 is what I meant to say. It's tied 1-1. Infernal Shrines. What he said. Lots of different champions have been played. We see Wrecked still staying in instead of Diff. No roster changes again on the side of FF and the Pancakes. Pancakes really don't like Stukov, and I don't blame them. Stukov is very, very strong. Johanna taken out. That's been the standard, right? We've seen that before. It's been the Joe. It's been the Stukov. And now we see the Hogger band out of the Pancakes. And this will likely be another Rhaegar? Or will they give him the Rhaegar again and ban the... No, they're actually banning the Orphea this time around. I would agree. Orphea is doing terrible, terrible damage. Immortal Shrines. Hell yeah. Why not? It could be Immortal Shrines. Who knows? Rhaegar taken again early and often by either team that has the opportunity to do so. PRS going to be picking up a Junkrat. And you see they're off later. Back on Blaze. Back in black and back on Blaze. Mr. S playing the Leo and Courtney on Jaina. The janitor and his mistress. Or the mistress and the janitor? Yeah, it's 2022. Who knows? Enough of the Maeve, they say. You got kind of the discount, the discount dirty bathtub with a Leo and a Jaina Blizzard here. Gonna be interesting to see how that combo plays out. Not something I see very much, but in theory, it could get a lot of value. You get three waves of Blizzard on anybody. It's gonna hurt. So the Maeve ban for PRS. Pancakes gonna be rounding out their bans with the Anub again. So lots of slows from the Pancakes. A lot of CC coming out. The Rhaegar slow, the Jaina slow, the Leo slow. I'm sure they wish they had their Orphea. But Jaina's damn near the next best thing. And we're going to make way for the bad guys as Zul'jin and Lucio are taken. The two green monsters for PRS. Using Junkrat as the mage. See if we get any blinds coming out. Maybe a Cassia counter pick DPS out of the Pancakes. And then a tank. And finally, we get a little bit of spice, huh? The Illidan and then the tank Uther. And now what? If you're PRS, luckily, you got a Lucio, right? And that's a pretty strong counter. If you go high 5 of 10, that's going to be able to save a lot of people. But what do you see here from PRS to try to negate some of this damage they're going to be putting out? Mal'Ganis. I don't know what to make up these matchups. I think Pancakes got a better draft here. I think they're going to be harder to deal with. I'm a firm believer in heroes that are online early. People like Syl, people like Raynor. You know, Junkrat's online early as well. Zul'jin takes a long time to get rocking and rolling, especially when Pancakes doesn't have a tank. They can just kind of avoid the Zul'jin, and then what? Anyway, enough of me guessing. Let's see what happens. From left to right, we have Phoenix Rising Sapphire, Boomer playing the Mal'Ganis, Zul'jin playing Wrecked, or what? Wrecked playing Zul'jin, Side Piece playing the Junkrat, Atlantis on Blaze, and KK on the Lucio. Anyway, right to left, we have FF and the Pancakes, Mr. S on Leo, Courtney on Jaina, Stampy playing the Illidan, XYXGY on the Tank, Uther, and Mr. G on the Rhaegar. Game 3 in this best of 3 series. This is the final game, so hold on to your hats. And let's see what happens here. Junkrat showing he's got the extra wound timers on. Blaze clearing the lane. Both teams looking to clear this lane, and they will so pretty effectively. Good stun coming out from the Blaze. Good follow-up damage from PRS, but the double healer is also pretty good. We go to the Zul'jin stat tracker. Oh, I can't see it that way. Hang on. Are we going to get a kill on... No, not a kill on the Jaina. The Rhaegar gets blown away. Going to be just kind of galloping back harmlessly. Zul'jin needs to stack. Zul'jin's hitting the guy that can't be hit. Alright. What are we at? 2. Stay tuned. Camps are up. Do we have anybody with their state park stickers yet? Trap going down. Both teams want this bottom camp. I think the early game DPS does actually favor PRS here. You see them taking this bottom camp. Boomer anchoring the bush. Excuse me. Oh, Stampy's in there. I mean, he is way in there, but a ton of damage being done, and now the Junkrat, first blood, compliments of the Rhaegar, even though the Illidan did all the work there. So the small moral victory going to FF and the Pancakes early, taking that bottom camp. Gonna be pushing with this a little bit. Maybe. Yep, Jaina getting a blizzard down. Every little bit of siege counts. Both teams gonna be taking their camps, their siege camps. I can actually watch both of these. Ah. Both tanks anchoring. It's weird to see an Uther tank be anchoring. PRS a little bit slow. Surprised you don't see an invade here, especially after as well as Pancakes took that first fight. The spicy comp so far working in favor of the Pancakes. Level 6 online, which means they'll be level 7 before PRS. Zul'jin in this bottom lane though, and a camp pushing mid. Meanwhile, Pancakes got 4 people on this top camp. And that's going to give PRS some time to catch up in XP, and maybe get an early start on this objective as well, as PRS, unlike Mortal Shrines, or unlike Battlefield of Eternity, going to get an early start here on Infernal Shrines. The root on the Illidan is not going to come to fruition on to anything else. The stun comes out from the Blaze, no follow-up. Both teams pretty split in their focus here. The Leo was rooted with no escape, but it's not noticed and not focused down. Good stun coming out from the Blaze. 3 people from the Pancakes are CC'd. A good Junkrat trap in the back kind of blows everybody apart, but Atlantis now on the back foot and has to run away as he is very, very low. PRS going to be able to get the objective here. Terrible damage being done from PRS, and Pancakes have to get away just to defend this. Careful there on the Leo. Oh, unfortunately isn't able to get the jump over the wall. And now, is the Leo going to go down? Lucio tries to get it, but not quite. Good healing from both the Uther and the Rhaegar to keep him alive. This is an immortal, or a frozen Punisher. Pretty strong early on. But good wave clear from the Pancakes. And it looks like they're going to be able to save this first keep. Meanwhile, PRS soaking. Blaze soaking as well. Who's winning the offlane battle right now? The Blaze beating the Leo. Leo's been doing a little bit more team fighting. A little bit of damage being done here. Take a look at the talents. Looks like Junkrat went full trap. Bone Slicer at 1 from the Zul'jin. The Q build out of the Jaina. Let's see if we see them take this out. Looks like we do. So while you saw the Pancakes rotate to that bottom camp, they're not... What are you waiting for? It's right there. You're not gonna kill that? Okay, no, that's fine. You're saving it for later. That's all part of a legitimate strategy. Actually, wait, I have something for this. Yeah. Here they come. Here comes PRS. Now they're angry at the tower. Nope, okay. They're just not gonna do it. It's a 4v5 mid. Pancakes really on top of their macro this game, but taking a lot more camps than PRS has been. Blaze doing an incredible job in this top lane by himself. Sieging down the entire gate, and that's going to be really powerful if PRS gets this next objective. Meanwhile, the Zul'jin's still on the quest to stack his quest. See the two camps there colliding in the mid lane. Two siege camps saying hello and throwing their spears back to one another. And the Pancakes camp is charging. Look at the spears. Unlimited quiver hack right there. 5 people are mid for the Pancakes. Their level 10s are online. You see the Entomb, the Ancestral, Metamorphosis, Water Elemental, and the Divine Shield. So they're not so poised to go for kills like I thought they would be, and more so just kind of staying alive. I expected to see the Entomb with like a Blizzard build. Definitely expected to see Hunt out of the Illidan, but that's not the route they're going. Meanwhile, PRS is going to have a camp pushing top. These are some interesting rotations. Okay, they saw it. There you go. So the fort goes down. You have a half-life Leo quickly losing more and more of his life, but double healers and he's right back at it. Blaze already on objective, already killing the monkeys. You put the fire on the monkey goes boom. Leo walks in looking for an Entomb. He isn't going to be able to get it off before he dies. Ancestral has to get popped just to save the Leo. But now Entomb is online, and oh no, a great Entomb from the Leo. The Blizzard coming out like expected, but the Zul'jin pops is unstoppable. Gonna get a kill on the Leo, so value from both there. A trade for trade. Meanwhile, Boomer's in the back line, getting a good ult on the Jaina. The Jaina's pretty low, but still 2 healers alive on the side of the Pancakes. And now you have an Illidan in the backline that needs to be dealt with. Pancakes very, very strong in team fighting here. Good focus across the board. Lucio getting a lot of value healing everybody up, especially if that percentage damage late is going to be a game changer. 5 people are online here for the Pancakes, and they're going to be able to clear this objective and get a good push on this top lane. You have to let the pancake cool before you eat it. You don't have to if you're a madman. So Pancakes take a good fight. They lose the Leo early, but his Entomb was invaluable. Good follow-up from their Jaina to get that Blizzard down on 2 people on that Entomb. The Unstoppable comes out, the high 5 given to their tank. This is only a Mortar Punisher, and early on, it's not necessarily the best. I think PRS is going to be able to save this fort if they focus their targets well. However, the Mortar Punisher now jumping on 2 people in the back line, one being the DPS. Uther has to run away. Huge Riptire on the Jaina. But the fort's going to go down. A good swap from the Mal'Ganis. And he's going to be full health. Jaina, a little low, but, you know, 2 healers. One being a Rhaegar. Not a good time. Boomer, meanwhile. Not Boomer. My apologies. Boomer's always the tank. Atlantis, meanwhile. Really pushing lanes. Really winning the XP battle. Or was. For PRS. PRS down 13s. Both teams going to be taking their siege camps. Let's see if we see an invade here. Probably not. Four people mid. It's a 4v4 mid. It's a 5v4 now. If you see that Leo, now's the time to go. And by go, I mean run away. He's looking for an Entomb. Is he going to be able to hit it? Here it comes. There it is. The Entomb comes out, only hits the Mal'Ganis. Not necessarily the target you want to hit. But it's a short cooldown. 45 seconds? 50-second cooldown only. So you could try again soon. 4 bottom here for the Pancakes. Are they posturing to take this wall down? No. And here go PRS looking to get aggressive. They're taking a 4v5. The Jaina's in a lot of trouble. The Riptire's coming out. Gonna hit actually nobody. A good swap from the Mal'Ganis to take a lot of life from the Rhaegar. And the Jaina's gonna be taken out courtesy of the Zul'jin. Now the Illidan, who's been the thorn in PRS's side, gonna get an Ancestral and gonna live to see another day. You good? Good with that route? PRS taking a very decisive fight, getting a kill on the Jaina. Not a whole lot going to come from it, but it was the potential. They were a little bit down on XP. They're still a little bit down on XP, but that's not going to last forever. They should be same talent here. Meanwhile, here on the bottom, looks like the Pancakes are poised to do a little bit of damage to this fort. Nope. They're just gonna play it safe, get their 16s. And live the fight another day. Meanwhile, Jaina on that top bruiser camp with impeccable timing, might I add. The 5-man bruiser camp, the team coordination out of the Pancakes. Look at them go. All the shiny things. And now they're looking. They're looking to cut off a rotation here. Or they're just going to clear the lane. The Leo and Blaze wave to each other as they go past. And very intelligently, you see PRS taking this bottom lane as they saw all of the Pancakes be in top. So now, if they take this objective, they're going to be pushing that bottom keep. But it's team fight time, and the Pancakes are very strong in their team fights. Let's see if we see a big Entomb coming out. And not quite. We see the Riptire coming out. A lot of damage being done from the Leo, and Leo is yet to pop the Entomb. And that's kind of what this comp is built around right now. There it goes. But no follow-up from the Jaina. Huge stun coming out. And everybody's pressing R. It's complete pandemonium. It looks like PRS might be winning this fight a little bit, but no, the healing is too good from the Pancakes. Everybody is low. KK about to go down. No, Lucio scoots out. Blaze is in a world of hurt, and wrecked, basically completely untested in that bottom lane. Gonna get a kill on the Leo, but the Leo will be back soon. And oh no, he's in a little too far. 2 healers still pretty good. His healers screaming at them to trust him. The Illidan doing all he can. 3 monkeys to go. And while the stun comes out from the Blaze, PRS needs to back off as his Punisher is going to be jumping on somebody, and that Blaze is very dead. There is nothing you can do to save him anymore. FF and the Pancakes with just some superior team fight with the double healers and the self-healing of the Illidan. They're going to be able to take this and going to be pressuring this fort with this Arcane Punisher. Take a quick look at the top lane. That wall is completely down. We're going to see the next jump come out. You don't want it to be on your DPS, and you sure as heck don't want it to be on your Lucio. Let's see if they can get it to hop over the wall. Not quite. And Entomb comes out, gets the Mal'Ganis. The Mal'Ganis is going to be going down, not able to get the health swap out early. And now FF and the Pancakes might be looking to try to end this game if they get another pick or two here. You see Illidan posturing on the backside of that. Riptire coming out, going to be hitting 3 members of the Pancakes there. And you have taken this fort. It is time to go, Pancakes. You've done all you can. But they proved me wrong, and they decided to try to end the game. Oh my goodness. And PRS has to try to get them off the court. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. They really need to focus this Illidan, who's just going to be sliding from side to side. The Pancakes are in control right now, 75% on the court. It's dropping fast. PRS is a 4v5, and they have to try to push them off of here. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it, though. Illidan is all alone, completely uncontested at full HP in the backline. It doesn't even matter if anybody else goes down if nobody can take the Illidan out. The Leo's going to go down. The Rhaegar's going to go down. But Illidan's still completely uncontested. And just like that, FF and the Pancakes are going to be able to win this game. Congratulations. Weird works, friends. It's a little uncommonly known fact. Weird sometimes just really works. The double support, basically hyper carry Illidan with 45,000 self-healing. That's essentially 3 healers. They had 3 healers. Illidan healed himself for more than the Uther did on the entire team. Really quick game that time. We didn't even hit our 20s. Let's see if I can pull in. I cannot whisper him. They are not online. What? If anybody from FF and the Pan... That was interesting comment that just came up. We're gonna see if we can get an interview in here. Yeah, let's see. Let's see here. This lobby 1 or mine 2. All right, there we go. Hello.
What up, brother?
Congratulations.
Jesus, that was a hard night.
Holy smokes. That was... I mean, the third game we'll get to in a minute, but we got to talk about Homer and the Iliad of type stories for game 1 and game 2. It seemed like last week we were actually on Alterac Pass.
Yep.
Which is a really, really good game. There was a lot of back and forth there.
Yeah. There was a lot of back and forth, but I think it was mostly back for us and forth for them. Yeah, we struggled there. We really did. And like I walked away thinking, wait a minute, this team's only won one match, and like we were getting smoked. We were getting smoked. It was a tough game. It was really demoralizing. We had some struggles on the back end, just getting the team excited again. But man, they played a tough Alterac.
Yeah, they played it really well. They had good poke and great siege, and I think that comment is right on point. Is they were always on the front fort and you were always on the back, and as soon as you tried to claw a little bit forward, you kept getting knocked back.
Yeah, we just had a couple stupid deaths along the way. Like it was just everything was just a struggle, and I'm looking at these guys thinking, man, how are they not the top seeded team right now? Like we are just smoking like every opportunity we've got. We're getting smoked by them. Like it was tough. It was a tough game. We walked out of that one. There was a lot of silence, waiting for round 2. It was a impressive game on their part.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's that's the beauty of NGS in that way, is that whether you're the top team or the bottom team on any given Sunday, as they say in football, any team can win against any team, and any team can lose against any team.
Yeah.
Especially when you're kind of doing some crazy things like we'll get to here shortly. But Alterac, you guys end up dropping, and then we go to Battlefield of Eternity, a 30-minute and 7-second game.
Yes.
I ran out of water, and I normally have like 2 water bottles here. I actually ran out of water. Just talking about the back and forth there, and you guys were pretty much in control that whole time.
Yeah, but
pure.
like it's like there's being in control, and there's being in control in a way where you can press that advantage, and that second part of it never happened, right? Like we constantly had an edge on structures. We felt like we had good lane control, and just every single time we were in a position to capitalize on that, we took 1 or 2 deaths and couldn't, and just kind of had to kick back and wait for the next opportunity to do that thing. So that game, shouldn't have been 30 minutes based on just like the structure count and how things are going, but they were able to keep dragging it out. And by the time you're at 25, 30 minutes, they wipe us once, the game's over, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it stops being about our advantage at that point in time and starts being about who's going to win the next team fight. So I thought they did a super good job of neutralizing the advantage we had and putting us in a position where we just absolutely need to win a team fight. We weren't able to get our wombo together at all at that game. Like, I don't know, we were looking for that Maev cage followed by that Gazlo bomb, and I think we got Diablo twice or something like that. Like, it just never, ever came together. I think I got, with my Gazlo, I got Deathwing once, and that's exactly what you want with your Grapple Bomb.
Yeah, as a Gazlo main, I was feeling for you there, especially early game when I was looking up there, like, let's check in on the off lane. Well, let's see, Deathwing's at full health and Gazlo's struggling. Like, yep, that's what's going to happen, unfortunately, in that matchup. But I think you're going to be more surprised when you go back and watch the VOD of how many combos you and Orphea ended up hitting. You didn't get the Maeve all the time, but definitely some big value out of that, and definitely some game-saving value out of all that. The Deathwing, however, was completely dominating that game. And the first time he went down is when you guys were able to win. Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, I thought they did a superb... so you look back at game number 1, where I felt they did a great job of just preventing us from ever getting anything done, hitting simple... Sylvanas' mind control and stuff like that, just preventing us from ever doing anything good. And making us feel terrible about ourselves. And then you get into game 2, where we've kind of got a setup we want, where we're excited about the Wombo. And again, we get ahead, we've got the structure advantage, and they completely mitigate that by never getting us an advantage out of our Wombo stuff. So, yes, I agree. Orphea was spot on. The Maev Gazlo setup for that thing was not, ever.
But it all ended up working out. You guys able to win that decisive team fight. And therefore take it to a game 3, and then we go into Infernal Shrines. Was that your map pick, or was that PRS's?
That was them. They chose map pick for that third game. Which,
map pick.
Honestly, we didn't know where we wanted to go that game, so and sort of when they picked Infernal Shrines, we recognized that's a map that they do pretty well on. And I don't know that we walked into that draft with a good game plan. We just sort of felt it out as we went and made some decisions. And landed on what we landed on.
All right. Well, I'm not buying that at all, because nobody wanders into a double support Illidan combo there. So you can play it cool, but I'm going to call you out on that nonsense right now.
Let me restate that. We drafted something that was relatively flexible up front. The part where we land on Illidan Uther at the end versus something more traditional in that situation. That was sort of a game time decision based on the comp they chose. There was sort of this evaluation look, if we can just get on top of that Zul'jin, everything will be fine. That game was such a whirlwind that looking back on it, I don't know that we did that well, but we managed to come out of it on top. We were a little bit flexible going into the draft, and we just sort of got to a point in those final 2 picks where you know what, here we're doing it. We're doing some Illidan and Uther, and that's where we're landing.
And I think that's probably the number one thing that I can tell chat and anybody else watching that is, there's a lot of people and a lot of teams that'll say okay, well, we have a drafter and this is the plan that we have going in. And I've spoken to more teams that have won games that have said, we just went in and we're flexible and we did what felt right. And confidence is everything. If you play something you're comfortable with, you're going to do better than someone that's just, say, a direct counter to someone else. Play what you're good with, and it definitely showed. The double healing was phenomenal. I mean, the Illidan had 45,000 self-healing, so you essentially had 3 healers that game.
Yeah.
And Lucio was doing all he could to keep everybody alive, but in the end it wasn't enough.
There was a lot of stress. There was a lot of us just kind of looking at the picture that was out there and wondering if we'd make it through some fights, just letting Leoric go. Because he's going to come back sooner than anybody else, and hoping it goes well, and it did. Like, Stampy plays a really good Illidan to begin with, so past that, we're just trying to keep him alive and hope things go well. I think in that kind of situation.
Yeah, and it definitely paid off with you there, and especially on the core. The Illidan was just flying around the core.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. By the time that core decision got made, they're up in 15 seconds or so from where that core decision got made, and you're just not worried about it. Like, Illidan's going to handle that situation.
Yep.
So that was a nice position to be in. It's a little bit of a bold call, but it worked out just fine.
Well, congratulations again. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. It was, damn near 2 hour long match. So thank you for the great games. Congratulations on the win. You got any other comments, any shout-outs you'd like to give to the good people out there?
Standard shout-outs. Eternally Blue, I appreciate the hell out of you casting. I look forward to doing this again on, Sunday night? I think you're casting our next game?
Yes, I believe so, against, another team.
Hard Stuck Support Group.
Hard Stuck Support Group, that's right. Thank you.
We just pushed it back a half hour, by the way. It's 9:30 EST at this point in time, but, I appreciate the effort you're putting into casting. I love the hell out of the fact that NGS just bothers to put this tournament on at this point in time with Heroes in maintenance mode. It's our game, and honest to friggin' God, PSR, you guys played one hell of a game there. Probably one of the best or hardest games we've had all the season. So I really appreciate the effort there, and I really appreciate the focus, and I look forward to seeing them in the playoffs.
Hell yeah. Thank you again for the great games. Good luck with the rest of your season, and maybe we'll talk again Sunday.
Yes, sir. Talk to you later.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna call it there. Oh, what a game! Congratulations again to FF and the Pancakes. Really hard fought game. Good win. We will be casting them again on Sunday against Hard Stuck Support Group. Great games by PRS as always. This was a really, really fun matchup. Thank you to all the fans that came out to support both these teams. Cranky Rhino with the 20 bits and EzoGG for the Tier 1. Appreciate the hell out of that. We will be back on Sunday. Until then, take care, y'all.